Sydney, are you ready to meet the superstars on the 2025 through 2026 International Tour? First up, out of Orlando, Florida, this is Bari Musawwir in Black Panther. Next up, out of Quebec, Canada, this is Cynthia Gauthier in Thor. Next up, representing the current truck that is the series leader on this 2025 to 2026 International Tour and your current 2026 Stadium Championship Series East Points leader, representing the black and green wrecking machine out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. This is Adam Anderson in Granger. Next up, out of Hagerstown, Maryland, this is Michael Vaters Jr. in The Amazing Spider-Man. Next up, your 2025 Arena Championship Series East Champion out of Clarion, Pennsylvania. This is Tony Ochs in Iron Man. Next up, celebrating 15 years, your four-time World Finals champion out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, your current 2026 Stadium Championship Series West Points leader. This is Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger. Next up, out of San Diego, California, this is Brandon Arthur in JCB DIGatron. Next up, your 2025 Arena Championship Series Central Points champion out of Christmas, Florida, representing a 12,000-pound unicorn with a bold attitude. This is Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. Next up, the 2024 International Tour champion. This is Charlie Pauken in Megalodon. Last but not least, your 2025 World Finals Skills Challenge champion out of Lafayette, Louisiana, representing 25 years of the Crazy Bull. This is Granger in Toro, Loco. Sydney, get loud and make some noise for the superstars of the 2025 through 2026 International Tour. Sydney, get loud because this is Monster Jam. Monster Jam fans, it is now time for our first competition here of the evening, the JCB Racing Competition. All 10 of our drivers have been seeded into the bracket based off the results from our last event in Melbourne, Australia. All 10 of our drivers will be competing head-to-head in a one-on-one elimination tournament, where the winner of each race will advance on to the next round, culminating in the final round race on the road to Monster Jam World Finals 27 in Salt Lake City, Utah. So Sydney, get loud if you're ready for the JCB Racing Competition. First up out of Lafayette, Louisiana, representing 25 years of the Crazy Bull, this is Granger in El Toro Loco. Versus the other lane out of Clarion, Pennsylvania, this is Ochs in Iron Man, who will get the win and advance on into round 2. Let's find out. Here we go. On marks it go. Blade Granger's some major mistakes around that turn, just ramming right into the dirt pod, making many mistakes, and your winner is going to be Ochs in Iron Man. Next up, your 2024 International Tour champion, this is Charlie Pauken in Megalodon, versus the other lane out of Christmas, Florida, representing a 12,000-pound unicorn with a bold attitude, this is Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. It's the final race here in round 1, who will get the win and go on into round 2. Let's find out. Here we go. On marks it go. Jamie Sullivan rolling it right over on the up part of the ramp there, and your winner is going to be Charlie Pauken in Megalodon. Monster Jam fans, now time to kick off round 2 here in this evening's JCB Racing Competition. First up out of San Diego, California, this is Brandon Arthur in JCB DIGatron. Versus in the other lane out of Clarion, Pennsylvania, this is advancing in from round 1, this is Ochs in Iron Man, who will get the win and go on into the semifinals. Let's find out. Here we go. On marks it go. Close race, Iron Man goes over, and your winner is going to be Brandon Arthur in JCB DIGatron. Next up, representing the Black and Green Wrecking Machine out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, this is Adam Anderson in Gravedigger. Versus in the other lane, out of Orlando, Florida, this is Bari Musawwir in Black Panther. Who will get the win and advance on into the semifinals? Let's find out. Here we go. On your marks, go. Adam, maybe going a bit too wide in that final turn, and your winner is going to be Bari Musawwir in Black Panther. Next up, advancing in from round 1, this is Charlie Pauken in Megalodon. Versus in the other lane out of Quebec, Canada, this is Cynthia, Gauthier, and Thor, who will get the win and advance on into round the semifinals. Let's find out. Here we go. On your marks, go. Now it's close, but I believe your winner is going to be Charlie Pauken in a Megalodon. Next up, your 4-time World Finals champion out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. This is Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger. Versus in the other lane out of Hagerstown, Maryland, this is Michael Vaters Jr. and the Amazing Spider-Man. This is the final race here in round 2. Who will get the win and go on into the semifinals? Let's find out. Here we go. On your marks, go. And Spider-Man just hits Gravedigger, and your winner is going to be Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger. Moss Jam fans, now time to kick off the semifinals here in this evening's JCB Racing Competition. First up, we have Brandon Arthur in JCB DIGatron versus Bari Musawwir in Black Panther. Who will get the win and go to the final round? Let's find out. Here we go. On your mark and set, go. Bari Musawwir crashes before he can get across the finish line, and your winner is going to be Brandon Arthur in JCB DIGatron. The final round to face off against Brandon Arthur in JCB DIGatron. Will it be Charlie Pauken in a Megalodon, or will it be Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger? Let's find out. Here we go. On your mark, set, go. Ryan Anderson running right into his brother's truck, and your winner is going to be Charlie Pauken in a Megalodon. Monster Jam fans, you made it to the final round here in this evening's JCB Racing Competition. We started off the evening with 10 of the fastest Monster Jam competitors, and we are now down to the fastest 2. So, Sydney, get loud if you're ready for the to meet our final round contenders. First up, your 2024 International Tour Champion. This is Charlie Pauken in a Megalodon. Versus in the other lane, out of San Diego, California, this is Brandon Arthur in JCB DIGatron. Who will get the win and get the first 10 points towards tonight's towards this evening's BKT Overall Event Championship? Let's find out, and let's go racing! And your winner is gonna be Charlie Pauken in Megalodon. Nice job for Charlie Pauken and Megalodon on getting this JCB Racing Competition win. Really another much needed win here for Charlie Pauken, as Charlie hasn't gotten many wins on his international tour as many as what he would have liked to. So he's happy he's getting another racing competition win, and he's getting more ground on Team Gravedigger. I mean, there's a pretty big, I think, 51-point gap in between Team Gravedigger and Team Megalodon in the point standings. And so Charlie's just working and trying to do his best to try to shrink in the points gap between the two of them. And every single win will definitely help, and every single point will help here. As Charlie does not want to see, we do not want to see Team Gravedigger go back-to-back wins in the international tour for 2 seasons in a row. So Charlie Pauken is working hard to try to get this international tour points lead here for Team Megalodon. And he's doing a really great job by getting this racing competition. And Charlie just always seems to be having great luck here in Sydney. He's always just doing really well whenever he comes out here to compete. And he's just been loving the good luck so far. And he's hoping to carry this momentum into our other 2 competitions here tonight. So just awesome job from Charlie Pauken and Megalodon on getting this JCB Racing Competition win and for collecting the first 10 points towards this evening's BKT Overall Event Championship. One last time for your JCB Racing Competition winner, Charlie Pauken and Megalodon. Monster Jam fans, it's now time for our second competition here of the evening, the Skills Challenge. All 10 of our drivers are going to come out here and get one opportunity to do their best maneuvers on 2 wheels, or one opportunity at a donut. 2 maneuvers you may see these drivers do out here on this track are stoppies, moonwalks, poppers, sky wheelies, slack wheelies, bicycles, or maybe even a combination of these moves. So, Sydney, get loud if you're ready for the Skills Challenge. First up, out of Lafayette, Louisiana, representing for 25 years of the Crazy Bull, this is Blake Granger and El Toro Loco. Back to DIGatron, walking on a moonwalk. That's your combo into the wheelie. And he's gonna set it down, and that is gonna be the end of the run here for Blake Granger and El Toro Loco. Your score for Blake Granger in El Toro Loco is going to be a 32. That is going to get up for first place. Your leader to kick things off here in the Skills Challenge will be Blake Granger and El Toro Loco. Next up, out of Christmas, Florida, representing 12,000-pound unicorn with a bold attitude, this is Jamie Sullivan and Thor and Sparkle Smash. Nice, they're switching them back to Pikachu tires. She's walking out on a moonwalker. Nice tombstone here on attempt number 1 for Jamie Sullivan. Nice there, she's gonna set it down, and that's gonna be the end of the run here for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. Your score for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash is gonna be 28. That's gonna be good enough for second place. Your leader is still going to remain to be Granger in El Toro Loco. Next up, out of Clarion, Pennsylvania, this is Tony Ochs in Iron Man. Nice there, popper right there out of Tony Ochs in Iron Man. He's gonna set it down, and that is gonna be the end of the run for Tony Ochs in Iron Man. Your score for Tony Ochs in Iron Man to be 27. That is gonna be good enough for third place. Your leader is still going to remain to be Granger in El Toro Loco. Next up, representing the black and green wrecking machine out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, this is Adam Anderson in Grave Digger. Wow, nice and slowly walking in on the wheelie bar. Nice, they're slapping it, slowly dragging it across the track and setting it back down. And that is going to be the end of the run here for Adam Anderson in Grave Digger. Your score for Adam Anderson in Grave Digger is going to be a 29. That is going to be good enough for second place. Your leader is still going to remain to be Granger in El Toro Loco. Next up, out of Quebec, Canada, this is Cynthia Gauthier in Thor. Nice there, getting a little stoppy here. There's not that much room to walk it here. There's a very short gap in between her and El Toro Loco. Almost getting a little love tap there to El Toro Loco. That's a moonwalking up and across the ramp, and that is going to be the end of the run here for Cynthia Gauthier and Thor. Your score for Cynthia, Gauthier, and Thor is going to be a 24. That is going to be good enough for 5th place. Your leader is still going to remain to be Granger in Toro, Loco. Next up, out of Hagerstown, Maryland, this is Michael Vaters Jr. in The Amazing Spider-Man. Nicer popper off the landing ramp. Nicer twisting the tires, crab walking this 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck. You got the rear tires and the front tires twisted in opposite directions. And he's gonna crab walk it on the other side. Twisting the tires in the opposite direction than they were before. Front one's twisted more towards the left, and then the rear tire's twisted towards the right. And he's gonna set it down, and that is gonna be the end of the run here for Michael Vaters Jr. in The Amazing Spider-Man. Score for Michael Vaters Jr. in The Amazing Spider-Man is gonna be a 30. That's gonna be good enough for 2nd place. Your leader is still gonna remain to be Granger in Toro, Loco. Next up, out of Orlando, Florida, this is Bari Musawwir in Black Panther. Wow, nice there donut there for Bari Musawwir as he keeps it on all 4 BKT tires. I thought he was going to roll over for a second, but instead he keeps that truck on all 4 BKT tires. Nice job for Bari Musawwir. That's going to be the end of the run. Your score for Bari Musawwir and Black Panther is going to be a 35. That is going to be good enough for 1st place. Your brand new leader is going to be Bari Musawwir in Black Panther. Next up, your 4-time World Finals champion out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. This is Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger. Nice there, he's got the bicycle into the moonwalk. Nice there, slap moonwalk for Ryan Anderson. Nice there, he's gonna set it down, and that's gonna be the end of the run here for Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger. Your score for Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger is gonna be a 37. That's gonna get up for 1st place. Your brand new leader is gonna be Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger. Next up, out of San Diego, California, this is Brandon Arthur in JCB DIGatron. This ramp is really difficult here for the traction. Let's see what Brandon Arthur can do. Nice here, stopping moonwalk combo. He's barely got any room here because of El Toro Loco sitting right in front of him. And he's also going to give him a little love tap right there. And another one. Just kissing that hood of that JCB DIGatron onto El Toro Loco's front left tire. Kissing the back to BKT tires. Nicer job getting the wheelie combo. Nice there. Setting that wheelie back down, and that's going to be the end of the run here for Brandon Arthur in JCB DIGatron. Your score for Brandon Arthur in JCB DIGatron is going to be 34. That's going to get up for third place. Your leader is still going to remain to be Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger. Coming out last, your 2024 International Tour Champion, this is Charlie Pauken in Megalodon. Actually bumping into El Toro Loco right there. Nice there, bicycle drifting it right there and setting it back down on all four BKT tires. And that's going to be the end of the run here for Charlie Pauken in Megalodon. Your score for Charlie Pauken in Megalodon is going to be 31. That's going to be good enough for 5th place, which means your Skills Challenge winner is going to be none other than Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger. Man, nice job for Ryan Anderson. Another Skills Challenge win in the books. And Ryan is just really starting to rack up these Skills Challenge wins here this year in 2026. I mean, he's gotten a few already on Stadium Tour West. And now he's gotten 2 back-to-back ones here on the International Tour, as he won it earlier today in Melbourne, and now he comes out here to Sydney this evening, and he is going to bring home the competition win here in skills. And he had a really great move right there, doing the bicycle into the moonwalk, and then doing the slap moonwalk combination move. That was really cool and really awesome to see out of Ryan Anderson, as he's really laid down in a phenomenal and amazing move right there for only getting 1 attempt to do a skills move. That was really awesome. And, he definitely, has to give credit, to drivers, like the Bari Musawwir, man. He did an awesome donut into a crazy save that almost could have won. But at the end of the day, the judges were looking for a technical 2-wheel maneuver, and something that took a lot of skill to do. And Ryan Anderson would deliver that here today. This track is very difficult for skills. There's really not many options for stuff you can do in the skills challenge on this track. But Ryan Anderson, being the master that he is at the bicycle to the moonwalk, he would do that move, and he's going to walk away with the win and collect the next 10 points towards a nice BKT overall event championship. But Monster Jam fans, Ryan Anderson did not fly all the way from North Carolina for racing or for skills. He came him and his big brother, Adam Anderson, and they came all the way out to Australia for one reason only, and that is Monster Jam Freestyle. And him and his brother, any single time they're driving a truck that has the word digger on it, they're sure to go hard and burn it down in freestyle. So you fans better have your cameras ready, and you fans better be on your feet and make some noise when Adam and Ryan hit the track for freestyle, as you guys are going to want to be fully engaged there, as you guys are not going to want to miss out on that. Those two are really going to lock in and cook here for you Sydney fans. So, Monster Jam fans, get loud and make some noise one last time for your Skills Challenge winner, Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger. Monster Jam fans, it is now halftime, so go get up, stretch, head on out to the concourse, and we'll be back out here very soon for our final competition of the night. Monster Jam fans, it's now time for you, the fans, to help open up our final competition of the night. I would love for everybody here to take out your cell phones and to turn on that flashlight. Now we need you guys to move your phones up and down to the beat of the music. So let's get it started. Here we go. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Keep it going, Sydney. Follow the beat. We've reached the pinnacle of tonight's Monster Jam event. It's time for the Monster Jam Freestyle Competition. Coming out first, out of Quebec, Canada, this is Cynthia Gauthier in Thor. Cynthia really struggled in skills last time around. And now the skills in freestyle in our last event on this tour. Let's see if she can throw down and lay down a better run. Wow, what a somersault right there out of Cynthia Gauthier. Seconds are left here for Cynthia Gauthier and Thor. She's lining up for the Morgan and Morgan backflip, and she's gonna nail it this time. Nice there, nice donut. And she's gonna set it down right there, and that's gonna be the end of the run here for Cynthia Gauthier in Thor. Your score for Cynthia Gauthier in Thor is gonna be an 8.891 as we get up for first place. Your leader to kick things off here in the freestyle competition will be Cynthia Gauthier in Thor. Next up, out of Claremont, Pennsylvania, this is Tony Ochs in Iron Man. Next air to kick off the run here from Tony Ochs. This is interesting. He's doing a tombstone here in freestyle. Wow. Next, he's gonna set it down. 30 seconds are left here for Tony Ochs in Iron Man. And that's going to set down right there, and that's going to get on the run for Tony Ochs in Iron Man. Your score for Tony Ochs in Iron Man is going to be an 8.765. That is going to be good enough for second place. Your leader is still going to remain to be Cynthia, Gauthier, and Thor. Next up, out of Hagerstown, Maryland, this is Michael Vaters Jr. and the Amazing Spider-Man. This truck got a freestyle win on this type track back in Stockholm, Sweden. So let's see if Michael Vaters Jr. can do it again. Nose diving it into that obstacle right there. Sending it there, ramming it right into Sparkle Smash. Mm-hmm. 30 seconds are left here for Michael Vaters Jr. Time, and that's going to be the end of the run for Michael Vaters Jr. and the Amazing Spider-Man. Your score for Michael Vaters Jr. and the Amazing Spider-Man is going to be an 8.770. That is going to be good enough for second place. Your leader is still going to remain to be Cynthia, Gauthier, and Thor. Next up, out of Christmas, Florida, representing a 12,000-pound unicorn with a bold attitude, this is Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. Jamie Sullivan struggled in freestyle on the last stop on this tour in Melbourne. Let's see if she can have a better performance and do better here tonight in Sydney. She's lining up for the Morgan and Morgan backflip. She's gonna nail it. 30 seconds are left here for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. She's gonna jump it, sliding, roll it over right there, and that is gonna be the end of the run for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash. Your score for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash is going to be an 8.888. That is going to get up for second place. Your leader is still going to remain to be Cynthia Gauthier in Thor. Next up out of Lafayette, Louisiana, representing 25 years of the Crazy Bull, this is Blake Granger in El Toro Loco. Blake felt if he was underscored earlier in Melbourne in our last event, so he's going to really go all out and get a good score here in Sydney today. Lining up for the Morgan, and Morgan backflip. He nails it, getting it into the moonwalk. $30 seconds are left here for Blake Granger.  Nice there, donut at the end of time, and that's going to be the end of the run for Blake Granger and El Toro Loco. Wow, what a run. Your score for Blake Granger and El Toro Loco is going to be 9.176. That's going to be good enough for first place. Your brand new leader is going to be Blake Granger in El Toro Loco. Next up, out of San Diego, California, this is Brandon Arthur in JCB DIGatron. Last time Brandon Arthur competed on a track like this back in Singapore, he's able to win freestyle. So let's see if the same can happen here today. They line for the Morgan, and Morgan backflip. He's got the consecutive. Nice there, save. 30 seconds are left here for Brandon Arthur. Nice there, Sam, at the end of time. Then that's going to begin the run for Brandon Arthur in JCB DIGatron. First score for Brandon Arthur in JCB DIGatron is going to be an 8.889. That is going to be good enough for third place. Your leaders are going to remain to be Blake Granger in Toro Loco. Next up, your 2024 International Tour Champion. This is Charlie Pauken in Megalodon. Charlie Pauken tells it his name he robbed earlier today in Melbourne, so he's hoping tonight in Sydney he can get a freestyle win. He's always had amazing luck here in this building, so let's see if Charlie's good luck can lead to him getting another freestyle win here, as he definitely needs it if he wants to take down Brian Anderson from the BKT overall event leaderboard. Over rotating it on the back flip, he gets the consecutive. 30 seconds are left here for Charlie Pauken. Nice there, donut at the end of time, and that's going to be the end of the run for Charlie Pauken in Megalodon. Your score for Charlie Pauken in Megalodon is going to be 9.003. That's going to get up for second place. Your leaders are going to remain to be Blake Granger in Toro Loco. Next up, representing the black and green wrecking machine out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, this is Adam Anderson in Grave Digger. Nice there, slap wheelie from Adam Anderson. Adam Anderson, you know, he's kind of struggled here in these past two events. This is a different chassis for him that he's never driven before. But right now he's doing as good as the best that he can right now. Nice there, somersault save out of Adam Anderson. Lining it up for the Morgan, and Morgan backflip. He's gonna nail it perfectly with 30 seconds left. Nice there, massive skyway up the car stack at the end of time, and that's going to give it a run for Adam Anderson in Gravedigger. Score for Adam Anderson in Gravedigger is going to be a 9.412. That's going to put him at the top in first place. Your brand new leader is going to be Adam Anderson in Gravedigger. Coming out next is going to be Adam Anderson's younger brother. This is Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger. Gravedigger's in first, and Ryan Anderson would love to get either first or second, but he's just happy as long as one of these digger trucks is on top. Morgan and Morgan back flipping, and to get another driver that over rotates on that container. But Ryan Anderson gets to the save. 30 seconds are left. Nice there save out of Ryan Anderson. He just wants to go crazy and crash this truck here for you fans. But instead he's going to go to park it right there next to Gravedigger. And that's going to be the end of the run for Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger. What a run. First score for Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger is going to be a 9.300 as we get up for second place. Your leader is still going to remain to be his older brother, Adam Anderson in Gravedigger. Coming out last, out of Orlando, Florida, this is Bari Musawwir in Black Panther. Nice there, slap wheelie to kick off the run here for Bari Musawwir. Looks like Bari's lining it up here for the Morgan and Morgan backflip. Very clean as he gets it into the moonwalk. 30 seconds are left here for Musawwir. Wants to go for one more hit for you fans. He's just gonna spin it round and round on the roof. And that's gonna be the end of the run for Bari Musawwir and Black Panther. Score for Bari Musawwir and Black Panther is going to be a 9.244. That's going to be getting up for third place, which means your freestyle competition winner is going to be none other than Adam Anderson and Granger. Man, nice job here for Adam Anderson and Granger on getting this freestyle competition win. I believe this is his first year on the 2026 season. And man, Adam's been doing really good in freestyle this year. And been going all out, whether it's here internationally in Australia or back in the States in the US domestically. Adam's been doing really good in freestyle. And he's so happy he's able to bring home this freestyle win here. And he has really laid down a classic grave digger freestyle. And he was just getting big air off of every single hit. And having great momentum. The run was really clean. He nailed the Morgan and Morgan backflip. And it was just overall just an all-out great run from Adam Anderson. And he's so happy to be able to bring home this freestyle win here and keep helping out Team Gravedigger on this international tour. As Team Gravedigger definitely has kind of struggled here in these past two events a bit here. Adam's not had the performance he's been looking for, but he finally laid down a great freestyle run here today, and so he's super happy about it. You know, he's not used to driving this. He's never driven this Gravedigger chassis before. It's a bit different from Gravedigger 42 that he's been more used to driving back over in the U.S. But he's starting to get more used to his truck now, and he just absolutely burned it down and had a great run here today in Sydney. And it's been probably almost over 10 years since Adam last competed here in this building, and so he's happy to come out here and lay down a classic Granger freestyle run here in Actor Stadium in Sydney, Australia, to take home the freestyle competition win. So just awesome job. So once again, congratulations and awesome job to Adam Anderson and Granger on laying down an awesome freestyle run to get this freestyle win in the last 10 points towards tonight's DKT overall event championship. So, Sydney, get loud and make some noise one last time for your freestyle competition winner, Adam Anderson in Gravedigger. Monster Jam fans, your BKT overall event championship winner has been decided after getting a total of 8 points in the JCB racing competition, 10 points in the skills challenge, and 9 points in the freestyle competition for a total of 27 points. Your BKT overall event championship winner is going to be none other than Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. Man, nice job for Ryan Anderson on getting this win here in the overall event championship. And man, he's on a massive high right now. Ryan Anderson, he's having such a blast here in Australia here today, driving in Melbourne and Sydney. And he really had a fun time though tonight in Sydney. He's really happy that we got to see the two digger trucks end up in the top 2 spots in the freestyle competition here today. As Ryan Anderson, just as long as there's a digger truck on top in freestyle, he doesn't care if it's him or if it's Tyler or if it's his brother Adam. He's just he just really wants place to be on top. He just really wants to have a digger truck on top in the freestyle competition. So he's super happy for Adam as he helped him get the freestyle win. And Ryan had just another great event here today. Really consistent, finishing top 3 in all competitions. And these results that Ryan got are literally the exact same as what we saw in Melbourne earlier this afternoon, where he ended up winning skills, 2nd in freestyle, and 3rd in racing, exact same as what we saw in Melbourne from this morning. So Ryan Anderson, is just really consistent, showing why consistency is key here in Monster Jam. And he definitely had to work for his overall event championship. I mean, he had Bari, Musawwir, and Pauken just right behind him, only a few points behind him. And luckily, Ryan would just dominate the event yet again, and he would bring home another overall event championship. And what a way to celebrate the 15th anniversary of Son of a Digger. Going all throughout the west coast of the United States, and then also getting a chance to come all the way out here to Australia to dominate. And so far, it's just been an awesome year so far, an awesome start to the 15th anniversary of Son of a Digger. And Ryan Anderson cannot wait to see where this goes from here. We got one more stop left in Australia, and Ryan Anderson is going to make sure he's going to burn it down here for you fans. And he had a really fun time returning to Sydney tonight for the first time in over 10 years. And he just really had a fun time. He just really burnt it down here for all these Monster Jam fans. And he laid down an awesome freestyle run. We wish we could craft that truck for you guys. But man, he's got one more opportunity in Australia to do that for you fans. And Gold Coast coming out soon. But, just what an awesome night from Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger to win this DKT overall event championship. And so just congratulations to Ryan Anderson on getting the DKT overall event championship. And Ryan Anderson has one more question here for you Monster Jam fans, which is, did you have fun at Monster Jam tonight? Monster Jam fans, let's go and take a look here at the results from tonight's event here in Sydney, Australia. Here are the results from the JCB Racing competition, the skills competition, the freestyle competition, and the BKT overall event championship. Currently right now in the series points, remaining in first place will be Team Gravedigger with 567 points. Second place will be Team Megalodon with 520 points. Third place will be Team Black Panther with 481 points. Fourth place will be Team Thor with 478 points. Fifth place will be Team The Amazing Spider-Man with 457 points. Sixth place will be Team Toro Loco with 446 points. Seventh place will be Team Max D with 248 points. Eighth place will be Team Iron Man with 240 points. Ninth place will be Team JCB DIGatron with 157 points. 10th place will be Team Son of a Digger with 54 points. And then 11th place will be Team Sparkle Smash with 19 points. So right now in these international tour points, Team Gravedigger, points gap shrinking just a little bit as it's now only 47-point lead over Team Megalodon. And, if Team Megalodon keeps going at the pace they're going, as Charlie had a really great event, these past 2 events have been really good for Charlie Pauken, finishing, Team Megalodon's been placing above Gravedigger in the overall event championship over these past couple of events. So if things continue to trend in this direction here, Megalodon is could very easily within the next couple of stops close the gap and can try to ease his way on into the first place spot to try to take down Team Gravedigger. So that'll be very interesting points battle to watch there between those two trucks. And then we see the only really major shift we saw in points as far in the placement goes would be we would see Team Black Panther jump up into third place, passing Team Thor, as Cynthia Gauthier has definitely been struggling a little bit over these past two events driving the Thor truck. And so Bari Musawwir has been doing really good as of the past two events driving Black Panther. And that's just allowed him, these past two events where he's just absolutely done really good, has allowed him to pass them in the point standings here. And Team Black Panther's now in third, and they're hoping to continue to march their way on up and try to close the gap and to try to get into the first place spot. And then as we go more down the leaderboard, we see Team Toro Loco only 11 points behind Team Spider-Man. Granger's been doing a great job here in Toro Loco so far over these past two stops. And Granger's got another show with Toro Loco coming up soon. And he's hoping he can do a really good job in his possible final event in Toro Loco here on this international tour. And let's see if he can try to get that truck into the 11th or into the 5th place spot on this tour and finally get this truck back into the top 5 here after the dominant performance we've been seeing out of this truck so far at the start of the season. And then as we continue to go more down the leaderboard, Team Ironman has just been really struggling here this season. And Tony Ochs has just been really struggling so far here in Australia. Hopefully he can have a good final event here. And he can try to jump up in the point standings here and try to pass Team Max D. I mean, he's only 8 points behind. So if he can just have a good event and try to not finish towards the bottom as much, we could definitely get a chance to see Team Ironman pass Max D and finally get into the 7th place spot. We have Team DIGatron now less than 100 points behind Team Ironman. And if Team Ironman continues to struggle in its performance, I don't think it won't take that much time for Team DIGatron to make the comeback and to pass Team Ironman in the points. And then as we go more down towards the bottom two, within two events, Son of a Digger's really made great grounds here. Aaron is really doing a good job. He's only like less than 100, almost a little over 100 points behind Team DIGatron. So he'd love to try to close that gap here and close as much of it as he can. And the gap in between them, although it will be his last event, then Son of a Digger won't compete on the tour anymore. But, Ryan Anderson would still love to try to close as much of the points gap as he could and try to give it his all and try to do his best performance here for you fans. And I think if Ryan were to keep competing on this tour for a much longer period of time, I think we would have a great chance of seeing Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger try to give contention to try to win this tour. And Team Sparkle Smash is really down in the points right now. Jamie Sullivan really struggled in these two events here behind the wheel of this brand new international Sparkle Smash chassis. So she's hoping she can pick things up in the next stop on this tour, and she can get some decent points here. Try to close the gap a bit between her and Son of a Digger. But that's a wrap at looking at the points here after today's event. We did see a little shift around here between 3rd and 4th place. And we could see even more shift arounds in the next stop. I would definitely keep my eye out on that battle for 7th place between Max D and Ironman to see if Ironman can finally jump into 7th place. And also keep my eye out for that battle for the 5th place spot between The Amazing Spider-Man and Toro Loco to see if Toro Loco can try to jump up and get into that spot for 5th place if Granger can have a great event. And this tour's next stop, everybody, is not going to be until Saturday, March 7th in Gold Coast, Australia. So this tour is going to have next week off. The entirety of next week off here. It's going to have the rest of this week off and then the entirety of next week off before we get back at it in Gold Coast. They get a little over 2 weeks until our next stop here on this tour. And we cannot wait for our next stop in Gold Coast, Australia, as we head there for the first time since October. We were there in Gold Coast back in October of 2025, and we had 2 great events there, and now we'll finally be back in Gold Coast here yet again this year over 4 months, almost 5 months later, back again in March. So we are very excited to be making our return to the beautiful Gold Coast, Australia, for another great event on a Saturday evening. And the lineup for that event is going to be the exact same as what we saw here tonight in Sydney. It's going to feature none other than Adam Anderson and Grave Digger, Charlie Pauken and Megalodon, Blake Granger and Toro, Loco, Michael Vaters Jr. and the Amazing Spider-Man, Cynthia, Gauthier and Thor, Tony Ochs and Iron Man, Cynthia, Gauthier and Thor, Bari, Musawwir and Black Panther, Brandon Arthur and JCB DIGatron, Jamie Sullivan and Sparkle Smash, and Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger. That'll be the lineup we'll see here in the next stop. So, within these almost over 2 weeks that this tour has got off, they're going to get all these trucks shipped out to Gold Coast. They're going to get them all fixed up and ready to go here. So that way these drivers can really go all out for that event. It was definitely a tough day in 2 different cities in one day. Here in Australia, it was a lot on the trucks, so they're going to get some time. These trucks are going to get some time off to get fixed up and get them all ready to go. And all these drivers as well, they're pretty exhausted after all the traveling they've been doing so far on this tour over this past weekend here. Some of these drivers having to fly overnight from the US to Australia just to compete. So, a lot of these drivers are going to head back home to the United States, and they're going to go ahead and rest up and get ready for Gold Coast. Except for Blake Granger, he's going to have to travel back to the U.S. and compete in Oklahoma City for Arena Championship Series West. But for the rest of these drivers, they're going to go ahead and head back home, get to spend some time with the family, and get some time to rest, as it's been a long start to the season for these drivers. And they're excited to have some time at home to rest and get ready for the next stop on this tour. So everybody, please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you guys can be notified when the next stop here on the 2025 to 2026 International Tour comes out. And we hope you all have a God bless day. And that was Monster Jam. Thank you, Sydney, for another great year of events here at Acro Stadium. We had 2 awesome events here this year. One in January, now one here in February. And we cannot wait to return to the iconic Acro Stadium as soon as possible for Monster Jam. We hope all you Monster Jam fans had a great time at tonight's event. And we hope you all have a great rest of your night and a safe drive home. And that was Monster Jam. Peace out, Sydney. We cannot wait to see you all fans at our next Monster Jam.